first day of week 3 today. It's Wednesday. Just got back from, just knocked my earring out. Just got back from work. Been a bit of a tiring day today, pretty busy. I had a really bad night's sleep last night because my little boy went to bed and then he wouldn't go back to sleep for like 3 hours. So really tired. Haven't got any reading done so far today. Need to have a shower, get the kids to bed, and then hopefully I can do some reading. So I'm still on my prompt of randomly chosen book for my TBR, which we picked through my TBR jar. So it's the sequel to The Horse Boy, The Long Ride Home. So I'm going to crack on with that in a bit, and hopefully just wind down from a busy day. Hi, it's Thursday today. Just got home from work. I do a half day on a Thursday, so just got home and had some lunch, and now it's beautiful weather again. So I'm out in the garden. I'm going to try finish this book. The kids have just gone indoors, so I may have a few minutes of uninterrupted reading, but we shall see. So I'm just going to sit and chill and read and enjoy the beautiful weather. The book is, I'm still on this book. It is coming to a sort of the end now. I've got about 70 pages left. They've done all their 3 shamanic journeys, which were all really good, really interesting to read. So in Nevada, I can't say, I don't know how to say it, desert in America, and in Namibia, and in the Australian outback. So yeah, that was all really interesting, and I won't spoil and say what's happening with Rowan, but yeah, there's been some changes, and yeah, just going to see how it all wraps up. Hello, I finished The Long Way Home. Yeah, it was really good. The ending was really nice, actually. It like wrapped up a lot of things which weren't about Rowan the boy, but were about the dad. Wrapped up a few issues that he had, and about how the business they have helping autistic children is going forwards. And yeah, I thought the ending was really, really lovely. So I gave it 4 stars overall. I couldn't give it 5 because there were some bits which I found a little bit dull. And I gave the first book in that duology 5 stars. This one was 4. I'm just trying to find. So the next owl I'm doing is for Transfiguration, which is a book involving shape-shifting. And I just started this one, which is Jennie by Paul Gallico. This is a middle grade book that was written in 1950, and it's about a boy called Peter. And in the opening scene, he loves cats, and he darts across the road to strike a little tabby cat, and he gets hit by a van, and he ends up in hospital. And then he's aware that he's actually turned into a cat, and he's having a really hard time. And I'm only like 30 pages in or something, but he's kind of, finding it really hard not to get stepped on by people. People are like shooing him away all the time. He's cold, he's wet, he doesn't really know what to do. His family have thrown him out because they don't want a cat. And then it says that he's going to meet, he's going to be befriended by this cat called Jennie, who is going to help him. So that's what it says on the back is going to happen. So yeah, I think it'll be a really nice light read, which I guess I needed something light after the last one. And this is book number 7 now on my list. So I'm on schedule, which is really good. I never thought I'd be able to read 12 books in a month, but hopefully I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm going to read a bit more now and go to bed because it's quite late. I've just had a really nice Skype chat with both my parents, which is nice. Yeah, so it's quite late now, but I'm going to do a bit of reading, go to sleep, and then hopefully I'll be able to do lots of reading in the garden tomorrow. Good night. Friday morning today. I've just been for my run. I'm just on my third run of week 1 for all the with the Couch to 5K app. So I can't talk. I got the furthest I've run so far. I had like a visual target that I wanted to run to, and I managed to make it today, so that's good. So I enjoyed doing that, and I'm just going to have a shower and get clean and wash off all this heat and sweatiness, and then I'm going to have lunch, and then I'm going to try and get some reading done. So I got up to about page, I know, 50 or 60 like yesterday of Jennie, and it was really lovely. Like, so Peter is still a cat, and he doesn't know how to be a cat, so Jennie has heard his story and she's trying to teach him how to be a cat, and he doesn't even know how to wash himself or anything at the moment, so she's teaching him so that he doesn't stand out so much to other cats. So I have no idea what's going to happen with the story, but I'm really enjoying it. It's Friday night and had a nice day. I went for my run. This afternoon we went for a walk. The kids both wanted to go out on their scooters this afternoon. Variable success. So Guy's just learning how to use a scooter, and he did pretty well, but then he just got tired and whiny and kind of gave up. And then so we were out for ages, even though it shouldn't have taken us that long. And we walked to the little free book stand in our village, where you basically take your books that you don't want anymore and you can take whatever you want. There's somebody in the village at the moment, he's putting the best books on there. Like, sometimes there's kind of a load of old crud on there. I took one book and I may have picked up 6. I don't know if that's allowed, but I couldn't. So the one I was most excited about, so I'm going to do a haul, so I'm not going to tell you all of them now, but the one I was really excited about, Gym Patrol on the Purple Line, was there, and that's on the Women's Prize long list. I'd reserved it from the library as one of the ones I really wanted to read. It was there in mint condition hardback for free. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Last time I was there, I got Duck's New Report for free, and this time I got that. Somebody's reading really good books and leaving them on there, and I'm really grateful, whoever they are. So I got that as one of my 6. So really, really chuffed with. And then, so I've made some progress with Jennie. 110 pages in now. It's 340 pages overall. So about a third of the way in. I'll read another chunk when I go to bed. I think I really fancy kind of watching a film now. So I think I'm going to do that. Peter is learning how to be a cat from Jennie. He doesn't know how to do the basic things like drink milk from a saucer or wash himself or like not get run over, all that kind of stuff. So Jennie's having to teach him everything, and Jennie doesn't trust humans, and obviously Peter does because he is a human in a cat's body. And so he's trying to get Jennie to trust humans. She's really amazed that he can read and that he can understand what humans are saying, not just the odd words. So it's cute, and I'm enjoying it. It's quite cozy. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like, at the moment, Jennie wants them to kind of try and get on board a ship and go up to Scotland. She wants them to be ship's cats, so no doubt they'll get into some adventures and scrapes there. It's good. I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to have a little look on Netflix and Prime, see what films are around. Fancy something rom-commy or romantic or something. So I'm going to get some snacks and watch that, I think. I'll check in later. So I watched Blinded by the Light in the end, which is a film about British Asian family, and the son, he's the main character, is like really finds a love for Bruce Springsteen and connects to his songs and his lyrics, and it's about how that helps him get through some difficult issues and times in his life. I really enjoyed it. Like, there are parts, late. There were parts when it was a little bit cheesy, but generally it was good. I enjoyed it. It was quite uplifting. And it's really late now. It's like 11:30. That's really late for me to be up. I finished at about 11. I just thought, I'll just check the news for today. Yeah, that was a bit of an error of judgment. So yeah, I ended up reading a load of articles about coronavirus, and then I was like, oh, why did I do that? Because I'm really good at limiting my news exposure to once a day, just reading the daily update. So that was a bit depressing. So yeah, and feeling really thankful for everybody who's helping look after the country right now. All the key workers. Feeling really grateful to all of them and their families. And yeah, looking forward to, obviously, we're all looking forward to coming out of the other side of this. Yeah, so I'm going to go and read a bit in bed to unwind. Again, excuse me. I'm going to watch a bit of Big T while I get ready for bed. And that'll help me as well. And yeah, I will check in the morning. Night. And this is the first talk I've done today, I think. Haven't really done that much, obviously, because I can't really do very much. I have edited my last week's vlog and posted that. I have done some schoolwork with Faye. We made a wanted poster for a troll. He just skipped from a storybook. We did some writing practice stuff. My hair's looking like a royal mess. Desperate to get to the hairdressers. Yeah, I've been reading. I am enjoying Jennie. Trying to think. So I'm over halfway now. I can't really keep going into plot details. Obviously, it will spoil if anyone's planning to read it. But yeah, it's enjoyable, but it's not wowing me at the moment. But there has been bits where I've been like, oh my god, what's going to happen? So that's good, and I guess that will probably build as it goes along. Just making a snack for tea for the kids and myself. Sam's doing all the dusting, so that's nice. Excuse me. And we've just been for a walk as well. So, Faye and I have been for a walk. The boys didn't want to come. So that was us. We bumped into some friends so we had a little chat across the road, which is nice. So yeah, just going to have tea, get baths, then bedtime done, and then it doesn't really feel like Saturday night, but we'll see. Might watch film, might just read, we shall see. Hi, it's Sunday today and I've just finished a shift at work working for 111. It's just after 2. I'm now going to go home and I'm going to, hopefully, children pending, go for my run for my Couch to 5k. I'm just starting week 2, so slightly longer runs. That'll be nice. Beautiful weather today. It was really rainy yesterday. I felt a bit pants yesterday, I think partly because of the weather, but also because I get really horrible PMS, and I've just got that at the moment, so I was just feeling a bit low in mood yesterday, and so the exercise will help. I feel alright at the moment. The thing that helped me loads yesterday, so last night I wanted to watch a film, and then Faye wouldn't go, she just couldn't sleep for some reason, so she ended up being up too late for us to watch a film, and in the end I just said to her, like, I'll take you upstairs and you come and sleep, I'll come and get in bed with you in our bed. And I knew that would work and she'd fall straight asleep, which she did. And while she was falling asleep, I hadn't watched Gardener's World yet, so I put that on the iPad and put some headphones in. And I just find if you watch something or listen to something with headphones in, it makes you so much more pay attention a lot more and sort of take in more a lot and hear the lovely sounds, especially on that programme. And I felt like 10 times better after I watched that. Like I know I keep going on about it on this thing, but I absolutely love it. And now listening to Gardener's Question Time podcast while I drive home. So I really have gone a bit like, you know, all out for the garden stuff. It's just so annoying that I can't go to garden centre and get what I want for the garden, but never mind. Obviously there's more important things at the moment. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm feeling best today, and that really, really helped. So thank you to Gardener's World and Monty Don. And anyway, so now I'm going to go home and I'll do my run, and I'm going to finish my book. I've got less than 100 pages left, so it should be easy to finish today. And then I can look forward to moving on to my 8th owl later today. Done my run, had a shower. Every time I look at this, I think how desperate I am to have a haircut and a colour. Oh my god. I am now cooking dinner and I'm making something which I haven't made for ages, which is really, really easy and I love it. It's a massive carb fest. Let me just turn the camera around. So basically, it's just pasta. Let me just stick the water in. Wait. Ooh. Right, so it's just pasta. Then you get new potatoes sliced. I'm just going to put this down to tip these in so I don't tip them everywhere. Right, so yeah, sliced new potatoes and just stick them in there whilst you cook the pasta. Then, when there's 5 minutes to go, you whack in a load of sliced up green beans, drain the whole thing off, and then stir through with pesto, green pesto. Oh my god, it's so good. I'll show you when it's finished. And then I haven't got any vegan cheese, but the kids will have normal cheese on theirs, and it's so delicious. I love it. And this is the finished dish. Absolutely delicious. Can't wait. I finished Jennie. Finished this. Binge read it to the end after I put Faith to bed. Yeah, it was a sweet book. It wasn't like mind blowing. When you look on Goodreads, it's just full of 5-star ratings. I think that's all from people who read it when they were a kid and they've got that lovely nostalgia about rereading it. Because like I said, it was written in 1950. I thought it was really sweet. I didn't want to give it a star rating straight away on impulse, but I've been thinking about it over the course of the evening. I think it's probably going to end up being a 4. I think probably a 4. But I'm going to see tomorrow. And so now I get to go and pick my next read off my little tiny TBR for the rest of my owls. So I will go and do that now, and then I'll read a bit in bed before I go to sleep. Good morning, it's Monday morning and I'm being laughed at by my 6-year-old for vlogging. I think that's better. So I finished my book last night and now I've forgotten to bring my other book. Hold on. I started this one last night before I go to sleep by Lucie Whitehouse. This is a thriller, and this is for reading a book outside my comfort zone. I can't remember what owl that's for. And so I don't normally read thrillers, although since watching Emma's channel, Drinking by Myself, I really want to get into thrillers some more. So I just got Faye to pick one off my little thriller shelf that I have. So this one, I don't really want to... well, the back doesn't actually say much, but it's about a girl called Hannah, who we know that she's married to this man called...
Kevin.
Kevin. I don't know what he's called actually, but she's married this man and she's gone to the airport to pick him up and he doesn't get off the plane and then she can't get hold of him. That's all happened so far. I really enjoyed it. I only read the first chapter in bed, but I really enjoyed that, and I'm really looking forward to getting into something really nice and pacey. My last book was really sweet, but it wasn't pacey, so looking forward to my thriller, and I will check in. I keep saying I'll check in later. It really annoys me when I edit this. I'm going to work today, so I'm not going to get a lot of reading done, I shouldn't think, or probably any reading done until I get home. But I'm going to work soon, and I'll see if I can work. Yeah, I'll see if I can get anything vlogged today. I'm in from work now, and today was okay. I was quite busy, but it was okay. So everyone else was eating tea when I got in, so I could actually make whatever I wanted. Just really fancy doing some cooking. I love cooking. Normally I have to think, oh, who will eat that, who won't eat that for everything. So I just managed to make what I want. So I'll show you what I chose. So I chose this. I've had this before. It's really good. It's really simple. So it doesn't look too appetizing at the moment because all the water hasn't been absorbed yet. So this is it right now. I'm just going to give it a little stir. But when the water's all been absorbed by the lentils, it will look lovely. And the coconut cream in there just makes it really creamy and rich and gorgeous. I'll have that with some basmati rice. So just bringing that up to the boil. I'm going to cover it and let it simmer and thicken. And then I'm going to quickly jump in the shower and somehow try and eat it whilst my husband puts the kids to bed. Fingers crossed. This is the finished thing. It smells absolutely amazing. It doesn't look so good on my plate, so I've just covered it in fresh spinach, but I've got some rice. I like my spinach like fresh on top rather than wilted, so we just scattered some spinach on the top. Now I'm going to enjoy, cannot wait. Hi, I've had a really nice evening. I haven't done any reading. I've watched a programme called Back in Time for the Corner Shop. So I watched the first series of this, which was In Time for Tea, a year ago maybe. This is basically, I watched it on iPlayer, BBC iPlayer. It's like a series about a family who go to a corner shop which is completely decked out as it would have been in different time periods. So they've just done Victorian England through to the end of the First World War, and they have to live in the shop in, it's amazing how they've done it. Like the shop's exactly like it would have been, the accommodations exactly like it would have been. They have sort of job lists and tasks and recipes and stuff they have to do, just to make it really authentic. And then it goes a few decades ahead each week, and so they get up to the 90s as well. And it's really like when they get later on and you start recognising stuff that you used to have when you were a kid and stuff. It's really cool. So I watched that, and then I'm just watching a bit of BookTube. And I've just been eating too many biscuits and doing some knitting, which I haven't done for ages. So I'm making a scarf. It's a really nice pattern. The light's not great. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of, yeah, there you go. You can see the pattern there. And the colours are really pretty. So I'm going to do another video at some point about craft projects. So the light's really crap, but yeah. So I've been doing that as well, which is really nice and really mindful. But I do need to get some actual reading done when I go to bed. So I'm going to go to bed soon. Try and read a decent section in bed of my crime thriller. I haven't filmed anything today apart from a few little food clips. I haven't done loads. It's my day off. It's Tuesday. We did some baking this morning, and we did some schoolwork that Faye has to do for school, and we spent quite a while in that. Had some lunch, and this afternoon I got a bit of reading done. I'm really enjoying my book. So it's basically, so far, it's a girl called Hannah. She's married to a guy called Mark, and he's really wealthy. He owns this IT company, and she's had to give up her life in New York to move back to England with him. They're both English, but they're both working in New York, and he decided to keep his business in London. So both moved back to London. She's kind of quite dependent on him now because she's had to give up her job. She's given up where she went to live. Obviously they got married, so they lived together, but she moved into his property, and so she feels like it's not really her home such yet. And he basically doesn't come home one night, and then he contacts her the next day and gives an excuse of why he wasn't home, and then she finds out actually maybe he wasn't where he said he was, and so she starts going investigating, and she's just found out that there's a load of money missing, and so she doesn't know what he's up to, and that's where I got to. And I could have read it all afternoon quite happily. I'm really enjoying it. So far I like the characters, I like the setting, I like the style of writing, but I obviously have the little ones to look after, and I just went for my run, just did my 5th run now. So I ran, well, all in total, walking and running combined, in the time I did 2 miles. So I've now done 10 miles in the last 2 weeks. So it's really good. Really tough on myself. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. We're just cooking, well, I'm not cooking tea, my husband's cooking tea. So I'm going to go and eat that in a second, and then I need to really like crack on with the reading tonight, because I can hear shouting. I need to crack on because I've got 10 days of the month left and 5 books. I need to hurry the hell up. So yeah, wish me luck, and I'll see you later.